As high as heavens are above the earth, so great is his love for those who fear him. Psalms 103:11.
Who am I that you are mindful of me, that you hear me when I call? Is it true that you are thinking of me, how you love me? It's amazing.
is Jacob Salcedo. I'm 9.5 years old, and I have autism, and I'm swimming for Eckhart Park.
Thank you, Mark.
Hi kids, my name is David and I'll be your teacher today. I get the great honor to do the lesson of King David. We're learning about David this whole month, and we're also learning about different colors in each lesson. To start off, we're going to start off with a question, kind of to reflect. Have you ever had a game plan for something you were going to do? I'm a big video game fan, and at the moment you're doing it, all of a sudden you encounter something that changes your whole plans. How do you usually respond to other things? It might be you have a plan how to do your homework, or you have other things you have planned in your mind, and all of a sudden things go south, things go black on you. How do you react? Like, if you're like most of us, you feel frustrated, you feel angry, you might be like, oh man, you know, I could have done this, I could have done that, and you start questioning things. So now we're going to learn how David had a game plan of his own. David had been proclaimed king, and throughout his years he unified a country that was at war. He defeated all his enemies. He eventually recovered the Ark of God, which was at one point stolen away from the Israelites, and he was able to recover that back. But in his moments of recovering that back, he noticed that it didn't have a place where they could store it, where they could come and worship God in. So he decides in his mind that he's going to build a temple. And he's doing the plans. Meanwhile, God sends a prophet and he tells them, no, you're not going to be the one who's going to build that temple. Now, how would you think David would have reacted? Just imagine a time where your parents have told you no. You might feel angry, frustrated, start questioning why, or any other emotion you might feel. But instead of that, the story shows us that David started praising God. He was thankful for God giving him that warning or that direction in his life. Now you say, why did David react this way? Well, David had a long history with God. You see, at an early age, he was a shepherd, and he was able to defeat bears and lions. And with those victories, he was able to build upon him defeating Goliath. He was able to become a general in Saul's army. And he was also appointed king by Samuel, by God's blessing. But still, he didn't become king right away. He had to spend many years in the wilderness, running away from enemies that wanted to kill him, being a poor man, having pretty much nothing. But all of a sudden, he was able to realize that God fulfilled every single promise he gave to him. Now, the color for this week is black. What does black signify most of the time? Well, black usually signifies darkness, sadness, when things just go wrong in our lives. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story on myself when things went black, and this is a recent story. Recently, I had to have eye surgery so I could remove my glasses, so I had to be wearing them all the time. Now, going into this surgery, I was kind of nervous. I wasn't really confident about it. So I get to this place, and many of the staff tells me like, "Oh, this is great. You're gonna have one of the greatest doctors we have." And they put me at the operating table, and they're working on me. And all of a sudden, when they had me under the laser, all of a sudden my eyes were still open, but things just went black. Things went into darkness, and the little I could see, it was blurry. But little did I know that at this moment, the doctor was reshaping my eye to how it's supposed to be. Now, why was this successful? Just like the story of David, this doctor has many years of experience. He has a record of him knowing what he was doing. And people knew this, and they told me about it. So I could tell you the same thing about God. God has a way of working. Even when things turn black, that's actually the moment where he's actually reshaping things in your life and things around you. So you could be like, just like me after I came out of that surgery where I could see it clearly, you're going to come out when things go dark in your life. You're going to come out seeing clearly. So this is just a reminder. Things might go black, and they will go black in many different areas of your life. But are you going to trust them? Are you going to give him the opportunity to work in those moments of darkness? So just a moment of reflection. What would you trust God in your life now?
For as high as heavens are above the earth, so great is his love for those who fear him. Psalms 103:11.